holiday. Welcome to another edition of Rehash, where we talk about the most talked about stories of the week.
And one of the big and most talked about stories is one that you covered regarding a story about child abuse and ancient spirits.
You know, just in time for Chamorro month, a mother and father were arrested and charged with child abuse. And when they were talking to police, they blamed the Tautamona for the various injuries that their infant son sustained, from blisters and burns. He was in really bad shape, according to third parties, who had to take custody and report the mom and dad.
Right, sad story.
And also, the father said that he bit his son on the cheeks because he was Magoday. So only on Guam would that happen. And online, people were really responding. So Linda C. Sanchez says, 1, mental health evaluation. 2, the most lame excuse ever. And 3, take responsibility for your actions of being unfit parents. 4, do your child a favor, place him in a loving home, especially if you both choose not to nurture and love your child. Because also after that, they also told police that they love their son, but they didn't want him.
Yeah, sad story. Well, another story definitely creating a lot of conversation in the community is the story, Jolene, that you covered. More information came out this week regarding Father Luis Camacho, who was arrested last week.
Yes, as you may recall, he was arrested for custodial interference after he was found with a 17-year-old girl parked at a beach in Agate. The day after his arrest, Deacon Stephen Martinez wrote a letter to the Archbishop as well as Child Protective Services, alleging that Father Luis had sexual contact with the minor. Now, he couldn't disclose, of course, where he got the information from, but that he believed it to be so, and so as a clergy member, it was his duty to report it. And one of the comments that we got in regards to this story was from Anthony Anna Rose Camacho. I'm not in the NCW, which is the Neo Catecommunal Way, but I work with Neos and they're great people. So let's increase the peace and deflate the hate. One heart, one love, one God.
And that wasn't the only letter, of course, that Deacon Martinez wrote.
No, he's been writing letters since last year.
You're right.
And in the letter that he wrote, he addressed it to Archbishop Anthony Aperon, and he was concerned about several things. 1, he believes that the sexual abuse policy is flawed. And then also he's concerned with the growing pattern of sexual deviancy that he believes is coming out from RMS. He listed several individuals. In his letter, he spoke of Father El Divaldo. He also spoke of RMS seminarian Gabe Camacho, who happens to be Father Luis Camacho's brother, as well as Father Watson. And he speaks about, of course, the allegations against Father Watson, and also how the other two were boasting about their sexual encounters during testimonies. So, in response to that, one viewer, she wrote, her name is Jolene Aliana Geriani, the only people that know the whole story are the two involved.
And of course, he's referring to Father Camacho and the 17-year-old.
And of course, that's very true.
Well, Ken, you had a story. Everybody's actually been asking about this. This is probably one of the most common questions I get anytime I'm out at the store. When are tax refunds coming out? And so you did a story on that.
Yeah, I get the same question as well. And actually, so after nearly a month, $6 million came out this week. Covers those who've error-free returns up to those who filed up to January 22nd, some of the 23rd as well. DOA Director Tony Blas says that we should expect more refunds in the coming weeks. However, Senator Michael St. Nicholas, he says he will still hold off on Tony Blas's confirmation until more refunds or more money is deposited into the refund account and at least covers those who filed up to February.
Okay, and I know that we also got a lot of comments on that online.
Yeah, Christopher says, be thankful that refunds are coming out, not like the past years. We have to wait forever. We all know it's the law. The officials are doing the best they can to release refunds on a timely matter. Just be thankful that we are getting it yearly.
Right, right, well, some of the other notable stories we had this week, officers and detainees tested positive for drugs at the Department of Corrections. Several kids were caught for the rash of burglaries at Weddingdale Elementary. And of course, $50,000 in overtime racked up by a police officer assigned to protect Lieutenant Governor's wife, Attorney Naokoshi Mizzou. All of these stories, again, you can read them online. We'd like to hear what you have to say about them. Go to KUAM.com. Also, send us your story ideas to reporters at KUAM.com, or you can also message us on Facebook.
That's Rehash. Stay tuned. Weekend Edition returns.